Hello everybody, welcome to part 2. We're going to reassemble the AK47 assault rifle right where we left off, which was with our gas tube. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to go right back in the same way we took it out. Pop it in. We want to make sure that our lock is down in place, right, and that it's firmly in position. Okay, now again, when I have this thing disassembled, I want to make sure that you realize most AK-47s does not come with a collapsible stock. It generally has just a regular stock on it. You can buy a collapsible stock at cheaperanddirt.com. That's where I get all my stuff, all my weapon accessories. Easy to change out. Okay, got 2 screws. Unscrew those 2 screws. You take out the original stock. You have your new stock. This slides right in place. Put the 2 screws back in, and you have your collapsible stock. Okay, so reassembling this thing is fairly easy to do. There's a couple of tricky parts to it, one of which is reinserting our gas tube and bolt assembly. Okay, remember the little groove I told you about, right? So on your bolt, you can see right here, this piece right here is what goes into that groove. So this goes back in the hole, right? And we want to make sure that you rotate this until it catches in the groove. Okay? And you'll know because it fits and the bolt assembly stops where it's supposed to, right at the edge. Okay? Now, gas tube goes back into our gas housing, okay, with the bolt. Make sure that you hang on to your bolt all the way up until you get to the rail. And this is the part that can be a little tricky, because you have to make sure that your bolt is properly aligned. Because if it's not properly aligned, then it won't go in correctly. Okay? So, once we got it aligned, it goes into our housing. Okay. You can see it stopping. Okay. We don't have it aligned properly. Okay. If you don't have it aligned properly, you just pull it back and push it down again. Make sure it's on the railing system. Okay. And then push it forward. If it's aligned properly, it'll go all the way forward. Okay. Now, our charging spring, okay, on here you can see this is where our charging spring goes, right back down the hole. Okay, and push it in, push the spring in, and reattach it to our railing system, which is located right there. Okay, so let's do it again. Push it in all the way, reattach it to our railing system. Okay, alright, so what do we have left? We have our bolt cover. Okay, now while I'm doing this, it's pretty easy. Okay, goes right here. press it on, okay, and you'll feel it slide right into place, okay. You'll notice that our release button is back through the back of the hole, okay. We'll do that one more time. Okay, so slides on just like that. Make sure we're lined up. Push it into place, and we're good to go. Okay, now you're going to tighten the screws that are in the back here. Okay, they don't need to be, you know, super tight. Just, you know, snug is good enough. Tighten them down. Okay, once we got those tightened down, pull our charging handle. Okay, you have to make sure that your safety's down. Alright, remember, safety's up, down, the safety's off. Pull your charging handle, make sure you have a smooth action. Okay, now this is where final step is inserting our magazine. Okay, as you can tell here, I have rounds in my magazine. Okay, and if you're looking, you can tell that I have hollow points. Okay, that's what I prefer, hollow point rounds. It's important that you make sure that you use the same rounds. Okay, a lot of people like to buy cheap rounds to do target practice with. Not a good idea. Okay, you use the rounds that you're going to use if you have to use this weapon for real against somebody. Okay, because cheaper rounds, you're going to have a different zero. Okay, it's going to affect your accuracy when you go to use the better rounds. Insert the weapon, or insert the magazine into the magazine well. Simply put it in and push it until you hear the click. Make sure it's in correctly. Okay. Put your safety on. Okay. With the safety on, you can't charge this weapon and put it around the chamber. Safety's got to be off before you do that. Charge it, round in the chamber, you're ready to go. Okay. One more thing. The Pickaninny rail system. Okay. Typically doesn't come standard, but you can get it from Cheaper and Dirt for, you know, around about 30 bucks or so. Okay, highly recommend it. You can mount your holographic sight on there, you know, which increases your accuracy tenfold. Okay. All right, so that's the AK47 rifle disassembly, reassembly, how to maintain the weapon. Okay. Future videos, we're going to discuss being able to zero this weapon. Again, I recommend this weapon as your primary weapon. Upcoming videos, we're going to talk about secondary weapon. My secondary weapon of choice is a Bursa 45 automatic. I also have several tactical items and gear that we'll discuss and the reasons for them. Okay, and we'll do that in some upcoming videos. Hope this helped you out. Thanks for watching.